What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Legends of Tomorrow Season 3, Episode 1 if you're in England, which I am. But Legends of Tomorrow is back. I am super excited. Weirdly, I was super looking forward to this the most. It might be the fact that it is an ensemble show, so we get to see a more range of characters. There's no main character over here on Legends of Tomorrow, really. It's just a group doing cool shit all the time. Oops, sorry for swearing. Hopefully this doesn't get demonetized. So if you're new to the channel, a like and a subscribe is super appreciated. But Legends of Tomorrow, so if you aren't aware where we left off last season, if you're just tuning in for the first time, I highly recommend going back and watching the first two seasons because they are awesome. So last we left off, the crew were in Los Angeles. They had all of this crazy stuff around them, and, well, they messed up time really badly. Albeit they did save time from Reverse Flash and the Legion of Doom, so you can't really hate them, albeit that they get stuff done. They mess things up for the better, like they said in this episode, and I was expecting a lot more from this cliffhanger that we had at the end of last season. I was expecting to see more of these time, and I was expecting kind of more of them to be trapped in this kind of weird time-space world, which would have been really cool, but the format of the show is that they go to a different time period each week and solve it and fix it, which is what is happening and going to continue on, and that is a formula which they have perfected so far, and well, that's that. And it's really weird to see them have this huge cliffhanger for it all to be completely undone instantly, which happened on The Flash. I mean, The Flash came back straight away, which, if you don't know, I do Flash videos as well. You can go check them out. While you're at it, click subscribe as well. But, I know it's a cheeky little thing there. However, they undid it, which I actually quite liked. Bear with me here. So they land, they see all these dinosaurs running around, which I'm sure I would be a lot more scared if there was dinosaurs running around. But that is, dinosaurs are like the unofficial mascot of this show. So Rip Hunter appears and everything's fixed. I actually quite like that, merely for the fact that what happened before is that he passed the torch, and now 5 years on he's realised, well, actually, they did completely screw up time really badly. So they're going to have to, go and not be the Legends anymore. Could you just stop? And he set up his own time bureau here, which are the Men in Black or Men in Navy, I think they're wearing. But they are the Men in Black here for all intents and purposes of time, and no one knows that they exist. And the Legends are redundant now, but of course you always need people who can go outside of the box and rip that rulebook right up. So the Legends are, as we find them, they are now, that's it. We've got Sarah Lance, who is working in a Bed Bath & Beyond style store, having fantasies about killing her boss. And that was quite graphic, wasn't it? That really was quite a lot more graphic than I was expecting for Legends of Tomorrow. But what happens here is, I'm surprised at the fact that she didn't actually go and rejoin Team Arrow. Really strange there. And they reference her being registered dead twice. Nice little nod to Arrow, but I think that someone like that should do if she would, I don't know, go back to the League of Assassins or at least go back to Team Arrow or something like that. Just really strange that she would go and work in a store. Same with Ray Palmer. I can't see him working as an underling for a Tinder knockoff app as well. And the only one I really see, which I really did like, I loved what they did here with Nate with Citizen Steel. What he did was he's actually filling in the blanks for Barry Allen, and he's helping out Kid Flash. Could have referenced that on Flash, couldn't you? You could have referenced that. That would have been cool. But seeing that crossover was pretty neat, and I like what they did there. That worked really well. So time is messed up, and Rory and Martin Stein are the only people who seemingly are happy with what is happening, and Jack's dropped out of college for, I don't know why. I guess once you've actually done anything in theoretical physics and engineering that you wouldn't even cover in your class, but you've done it in real life, it becomes boring. So I kind of understand that, to be honest. But they all rally behind Mick Rory, who has found Caesar. I love the whole, your Caesar, your salad sucks. That was a terrible impression. Let me do it again. Your salad sucks. That was a terrible impression as well. I'm very sorry about that. But I did like that Caesar was in this, and the historical aspects of this show are the best things, even if sometimes it's not that accurate, just like the end of the episode. But more on that later. So the group get back together and they rally around, and they actually show that these pencil pushers down at City Hall, they do things boring. We are the legends, and we do it how we do it. We mess it up for the better. And I like the fact that, well, they have a place in this, even if they aren't really the best. And it's just weird, I find, with Rip Hunter, with the fact where he is really cold towards Sarah for some reason. I don't really get why he's... I feel like these 5 years that has been missed, there really is something else that we're missing. And I think that maybe something else happened in those 5 years, but maybe his mind has changed. Maybe that's me reading too much into it. I did like the training thing on the Wave Ride as well. That made me laugh. And I have to say, the bromance between Ray and Nate is the absolute best. I'm going to call them Rate. No, that's not going to stick, is it? Rate? No, I'm giving up. But this episode was a hell of a lot of fun. It was just fun, man. It was just really, really fun. But there is one thing that is a problem now with Legends. Victor Garber is going back to Broadway for a revival of Hello, Dolly, which I really, really want to see that. That's now my new obsession. I've got Hamilton next year, but I do want to see that. That's it, I'm going to New York. Which we know there is going to be a death in the crossover episode. And it's going to be him, isn't it? Probably. That's what I think. And we're going to get Ronnie Raymond back. And all is right with the world. But we've still got Jax, who I'm not a fan of. So, as I said, this whole episode was a hell of a lot of fun. I didn't like the way that the English dudes at the end in 1942 were poaching and raping and the villages. I'm not too sure if that actually happened, to be honest. I couldn't really find any word on that. Thought that was a bit lame, but she is OP now, old Amaya. She is OP. She is really... She's got like new powers. She can not actually get her hands dirty or whatever. But the Nate thing there, it's really weird. So Rip Hunter is cold after passing the torch. And then we've also got Amaya, who has decided, I'm going to stay with you, Nate. We are going to be baes. Oh, I'm gone. See ya. Like, what? Why did that just suddenly happen? She didn't decide to go back to the JSA. She decided to go back to her homeland. So just really, really strange there, to be honest, with these decisions. But it doesn't affect the show. I was sitting there scratching my head with some of these things which were problems, but the whole show worked really well, and it was a hell of a lot of fun. And I have to say, the Sarah Lance kind of chain running around the shields was cool. And they also mentioned that she got with a bloke, which was really, really interesting, because I expect that she might actually get with that female member of the Time Bureau, because it's been briefly mentioned in all of the press leading up to this season. So let me know what you think in the comments. Did you enjoy this show? We've got Arrow coming up. Not yet. So I'm going to get to be able to go to bed before 4 a.m. this time, because I probably won't cover Riverdale on this channel, but I will be covering Mr. Robot. But I'm so tired. But I'll be staying up for Arrow, and there will be a Gotham video as well on Friday. And I've also got some comic videos coming up at 1 a.m. UK time. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed that. There's a cool new feature on the channel as well, where I will be like having little kind of cool posts, little social media community tab as well. So check that out if you don't follow me on Twitter. So you can actually, or if you aren't following me, just go follow me. If you don't like Twitter, that's cool. Go on my Facebook. If you don't like Facebook, that's cool. Follow my community tab, and I will be posting updates on there if I remember. But that's it. I'll see you soon, and goodbye.